Since their invention in the early 20th century, helicopters have advanced significantly. They are currently among the most well-liked and often utilized aircraft types. Helicopters have a lot to offer, from transportation to reconnaissance to battling fires. Attack helicopters are among the most widely used applications for helicopters. These helicopters are among the most expensive in the world and are built for combat. The top 10 most expensive attack helicopters in the world will be examined, based on cost, efficiency, firepower, and defenses. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Foreign helicopters are made to last and be effective in the most hazardous and isolated locations. They must be speedy, risky, and efficient in addition to being reliable and safe. These helicopters are all some of the most powerful and advanced machines ever created, and they are used by some of the world's most elite military forces. Attack helicopters are one of the most dangerous and sophisticated aircrafts in the world. They are used to carry out airstrikes and military missions. Attack helicopters can be used for both war and civilian purposes. An assault helicopter is a militarized helicopter that is primarily used for attacks and has the ability to engage ground targets such as enemy infantry, military hardware, and fortifications. They have such powerful weapons that they are sometimes referred to as helicopter gunships. In addition to autocannons, machine guns, rocket launchers, and anti-tank missiles. The AGM-114 Hellfire attack helicopters come with a number of other weapons. Some attack helicopters can carry air-to-air missiles. They are most frequently utilized for self-defense against other attack helicopters and low-flying combat aircrafts. Attack helicopters are also used for armed reconnaissance missions, in cases where lighter aircraft are insufficient or need a protective escort for transport. When engaged by the enemy before one of these attack helicopters are destroyed in battle, they are expected to destroy targets with a value of around 17 times their own production cost. The Boeing AH-64 Apache. The traditional American attack helicopter is the AH-64 Apache. The AH-64 was developed in 1981 and provided all U.S. military branches with a strong platform to fight hostile combatants. A 30mm M230 chain cannon is mounted close to the main landing gear of standard Apaches. AGM-114 Hellfires or Hydra 70 rocket pods are among the air-to-air and surface-to-air missiles that can be carried on the helicopter's 4 hardpoints. Apaches also have an integrated helmet and display sighting system. Using this device, pilots may manage landing, different flying controls, and onboard weapon targeting by merely moving their heads. The price of this helicopter is $31 million. The Sikorsky A-60 Black Hawk. The Black Hawk helicopter was created by Sikorsky Aviation in 1979 to take the place of the Bell Iroquois. Since its introduction in the early 1980s, it has been used in operations across the globe, from the Caribbean during the invasion of Grenada to Somalia fighting Mogadishu warlords. It is a very adaptable aircraft, the Black Hawk. When armed with heavy weapons and electronic warfare equipment, the A-60, although a transport helicopter, is lethal. AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and 92 Stingers are only a couple of the missiles that the Black Hawk can be fitted with. The most recent models of this helicopter include 2 General Electric 700 and 1D turboshaft engines, which enable it to go at a great speed. The cost of one Black Hawk helicopter is $21 million. The Kazam Mi-35. The Mi-35 is the main ground support helicopter used by the Russian military forces. The aircraft's primary uses are to engage enemy armor from above and provide air cover for infantry movement or surgical ground operations. Also, the Kazam is made to insert and remove troops from the battlefield with ease, making it very flexible. The non-retractable landing gear on the helicopter enables landing and takeoff on incredibly rough terrain. It has a price tag of $36 million. The Bell A-1Z Viper. In 2000, the A-1Z Viper first saw action with the American military. The Viper works over greater distances and can locate targets farther away than other choppers of a similar design because it was designed as a precision attack platform. In addition to the longbow fire control radar system, The AH-64 has a number of other long-range sensors. They control the mini missiles the Viper may launch, including 9M Sidewinders and AGM-114 Hellfires. The Viper also has 75% fewer moving components than other comparable four-bladed rotor systems. The helicopter's ability to endure overtime is increased because of this. The cost of one of these helicopters is $31 million. The Denel Aviation produced this aircraft for South Africa. The Rooivalk was created to be the most sophisticated attack helicopter in the arsenal of the South African Defense Forces. The 16th Squadron, a top-tier unit based at Bloemsproet Air Base, it's in charge of flying the Rooivalk. The Rooivalk is referred to as an agile gunship by many military experts, a term that denotes the ship's powerful weapons and extraordinary speed and mobility. Based on earlier types used by the South African Defense Forces, Denel designed the aircraft with dual turboshaft engines. It has a price tag of $40 million. The Eurocopter Tiger. The Eurocopter was created through a partnership between the West German company MBB and France Aérospatiale, and it was meant to be mainland Europe's response to the Soviet military helicopters of the late 1980s. The result is a versatile aircraft that can perform a wide range of tasks, such as close air support, anti-tank operations, and armed reconnaissance. The Eurocopter's versatility lies in its capacity to combine powerful weaponry with elite flight performance. The Eurocopter's 13-meter main rotor and compact hull give it exceptional movement. With its twin Rolls-Royce MT or 390 turboshaft engines, it can fly at 187 knots and do full loops and maneuvers. It has a price tag of $41 million. The Sikorsky Seahawk. In order to meet the U.S. Navy's demand for a sizable marine warfare helicopter, the Seahawk was created. It would need to be equipped with enhanced search and rescue capabilities and be big enough to carry all the gear that Navy flyers need for operations. The Seahawk is large enough to serve as a supplementary platform for combat search and rescue operations, as well as evacuation when anti-ship weapons like MX-series torpedoes are deployed. The Seahawk is one of the most expensive military helicopters on Earth due to its size and sophisticated capabilities. One of these helicopters costs $43 million. The AH-90. This military helicopter is the result of a collaboration between various European aircraft companies. They wanted to provide NATO member countries with a surgical helicopter that could also function in a maritime setting. The AH-90 was the first military helicopter to use fly-by-wire controls, a system that completely replaces the manual controls with an electronic interface, when it was first deployed in 2007. The militaries of 13 different countries are currently using two primary types. They include a naval version known as the NATO frigate helicopter and the tactical transport helicopters used by the Army. It has a price tag of $50 million. The Boeing V-22 Osprey. Since 2007, the V-22 Osprey has been used by the U.S. military and by the Marine Corps. The first tilt rotor in the military is the V-22. Thanks to this design, the aircraft has the speed of an airplane with the rapid, vertical takeoff and landing of a helicopter. The Osprey gained popularity in the late 1980s for its development program's out-of-control expenses. The program cost a stunning $30 billion in 1988, up from an expected $2.5 billion in 1986. This surge in expenditures was caused by tactical demands made by military officials for the helicopter, such as the requirement that the aircraft's wings fold to shoot Navy ships. It has a price tag of about $72 million. The Sikorsky 53 King Stallion. The Sikorsky Lockheed King Stallion is the newest heavy-duty helicopter for the United States Marine Corps and the most expensive military helicopter ever manufactured. This military helicopter is currently being designed to replace the aging Super Stallion. This 53 revolutionizes the scope and efficiency of military supply transportation. A military Humvee or two fully loaded master pallets may fit inside the King Stallion's massive cargo hold, which is 99 feet long and 27 feet high. Two General Electric T408 engines, each with 7,500 horsepower, enable this monstrosity to travel at a top speed of 170 knots. The Marine Corps has had prototypes of the helicopter since 2014, despite the fact that it is still under development. It costs $95 million to buy. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.